Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. It is day 3 of the Valentine's Day Festive Glam mini-series. I think I need to shorten that somehow. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll make an acronym. Guys, I'm so excited about this mini-series. I've been loving my looks so far. I hope you guys have been too. This is the one that I came up with today. I had every intention of doing something super pink, and that's exactly what happened, and I am loving it. If you want to see how I got this look, then let's keep on watching. But before we do, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a video, and let's get into it, guys. Okay, so per usual, I've already done my eyebrows, I've already primed my skin and prepped my eyelids, so I'm just ready to get into it today, and I'm super excited because since this is part of my Valentine's Day Festive Glam mini-series, I'm of course have to do an all pink look. You know, I was kind of like teetering between doing one and not. Is it really Valentine's Day if you don't do a pink look? I think not. We're gonna do that today, and I'm super excited. I literally have a stack of shadow palettes, and I have no idea which ones I'm gonna use yet, but I will, of course, let you guys know which ones I'm using, what colors I'm using, and let's get into it. Okay, in my crease today, I'm gonna start with a color from this BH Cosmetics Marble Collection Warm Stone palette. I'm gonna go in with this pink shade right here. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a name. I'm not sure if all their palettes are like that, but this one in particular doesn't have shade names listed on it. So I'm going with that pink color. And I'm just lightly putting this in my crease to the point where it's showing a teeny bit of color, but I don't want too much. To darken up my crease a teeny bit, I'm going into my Colourpop Rendezvous palette, and I'm going into this color right here. It's called Style and Grace. I'm going to be taking my Morphe M507 brush. And then the brush I was using before was a BH Cosmetics brush number 5. And for this color, I'm actually just patting it down first, and I'm not really being careful with it because I am going to cut the crease today. So I'm just laying it down, and then I'm going to blend it out. And for blending today, I'm going to be taking the shade Nostalgia. This is from the I Love Saida E X Colourpop Through My Eyes palette. To blend, I'm going to be taking this Morphe M330 brush. And I'm just taking a teeny bit of color on there, not too much, just enough to like lightly blend. And again, you just want to have really light motion and touch. You are not wanting to lay this on super heavy. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I am taking it down a little further than my eye. I'm not sure what kind of look I want to do yet, so I just want to be sure I have enough shadow down, just in case I decide to do something like really far out. I'm not sure yet, but we shall see where it takes us. And the last color I'm going to lay down is also from the Through My Eyes palette, and it's this color here called Misbehave. On camera, it looks a little bit more pink than it is. It actually has a little bit more of a purple tone to it. I'm just taking my BH Cosmetics brush number 10, and I'm going to lightly run this gently through my crease. And again, just very little pressure. Now, something that you guys have to think about, and it's hard to tell when you're watching other influencers on YouTube or on Instagram or whatever, but not everyone has the same shape eye or the same shape brow bone. I mean, I know that's kind of crazy and kind of hard to believe, but you know, and you can tell, I mean, my eyebrows are pretty rounded. Like a lot of people, their brows are straight and they come out more this way. and you know, therefore they can shape their eye makeup a little differently, whereas mine are a little bit more rounded. And so if I bring my makeup out here, it's gonna touch my brow bone. And so even though I want my eyes to look lifted, a lot of times I don't have that option. So just keep that in mind when you're doing your makeup. And if it doesn't look like someone else's makeup, if it doesn't look like the makeup of someone you follow and look up to, you know, that's okay. I mean, the fun thing about makeup is you can make it your own, and it doesn't have to look like anybody else's. It can look different, and that's what makes it cool and fun. Okay, so this looks pretty crazy. It looks pretty messy. I'm just tentatively thinking about doing a little more winged up and out, so that's why it looks the way it is, but don't worry, it's gonna all come together here in just a minute. So now I am going to cut the crease, and to do that today, I'm using the Makeup Forever HD Self-Setting Concealer, and then to put the concealer down, I'm using this Morphe M421 brush. Let's see how this goes. I feel like for some reason it's so stressful to cut the crease. I don't know why. Okay, so now that the crease is cut, and I totally did not mess up, which is such a good sign, I am gonna put down some fun new colors. I think I'm gonna keep the lid really shimmery today, and you know, try out a couple different colors. So the first one I'm gonna take today is from my BH Cosmetics Desert Oasis palette, and this one actually does have names on the shade name. I'm gonna be taking this mineral color right here. It's a really light shimmery pink. It's really pretty. And, to lay that down, I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetics brush number 8. So next I'm gonna go into my Naked 3 palette, and I'm gonna go into this color right here. It is called Buzz. It's kind of a purpley pink shimmer, and I'm using that same brush. And I'm just trying something out, but I just don't really feel like it has enough of the pink pigment that I'm looking for. So I'm going into that same palette, and just next to the color Buzz is a color called Trick. It's got a little bit more of like a pinky bronzy tone, and I'm gonna just take that over on top of Buzz, just to get a little bit more color in the center of the lid. You guys, these BH Cosmetics palettes, I don't generally use the terminology shook, but I am kind of shook. I mean, they are pretty pigmented. Oh my gosh, they're so pigmented, and the colors are really pretty. If you're in the market for some new shadow palettes and you don't want to break the bank, I actually highly recommend the BH Cosmetics ones. They are beautiful. And for the outer corner here, I am going to take another pink shimmery one, but just a tad bit darker than the other two. And this is from the Rendezvous Colourpop palette, and it's called Misbehave. And I'm still using that same BH Cosmetics brush. Okay, so you guys are probably gonna think I'm crazy, but I am actually going to cut the crease again. I'm not going to cut it for the lid. I'm actually gonna cut it for a little bit of a liner. It's not gonna be anything like stark or drastic. It's gonna be pretty subtle. I just have been having a lot of fun playing with like eyeliner concepts lately, so I haven't done this yet. I'm just gonna test it out and give it a go, and we'll see what happens. To cut the liner, I'm going to be using the same concealer, and I'm using this angled BH Cosmetics liner brush. This is number 12. I'll see how this goes. Wish me luck. It's literally been, you guys, it's probably been 12 years since I've used like a gel liner that I've used a brush with. I mean, I'm not even kidding. That's how long it's been. Okay, so this is what I'm going for. It's exactly what I wanted. Now I'm gonna do the other side and I will be right back. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. I am super stoked about this, you guys. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry down and we will go back to it. But for now, I am gonna work on the face. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's pretty glowy. I want like a really dewy, sparkly look today. So because of that, I am gonna be using my Do You Too Faced Full Coverage Foundation. This is in the shade Light Beige. I really like this foundation. It's, first of all, it smells bomb. It smells like watermelon. Too Faced products, you guys, if you have never used them before, they all smell delicious except for their mascaras and eyeliners, but they smell so good. And this one, it does leave a little bit of a dewy finish on the face, which is why I'm using it. And it's actually a pretty good color match for me for right now. And I'm taking my Beige Cosmetic Sponge. For concealer today, I am using the Makeup Forever HD Self-Setting Concealer. This is in the color 30. And, you know, I don't love this concealer. You know, it has really good coverage, and I do like that aspect of it, but it's not great for my, like, more oily prone skin. You know, I tend to it tends to not set even when I use powder. And so I end up with these mascara marks under my eyes because the concealer is still wet. So I think if you have dry skin, it's probably a really good concealer. And it's not oily or gooey in any way. It just doesn't really soak into oily skin from my experience. So if you have dry skin, I highly recommend that concealer. I don't know. I don't hate it, but I don't necessarily love it either. Okay, so something that I would recommend doing, you guys, if you're going to recreate this look, and I'm gonna go in and do it right now, I'm just taking a little bit of setting powder and I'm gonna go over the concealer just to help it set a little faster. Even though this is a self-setting concealer, like I mentioned before, it tends to be a little bit dewier, and you know, it's just not setting very quickly. And it also could be because you know, it's kind of layered on there. Just take a light setting powder, and I'm just taking a little pencil brush, and you can just go in and just lightly dust some powder on there. And while we have the powder out, I'm gonna go in and set my face. The first thing I'm gonna do is powder the whole thing lightly. I'm using a Beige Cosmetics brush number 1. It's just a powder brush. And then I'm lightly setting the whole face with just a teeny bit of powder, not a ton. This is just gonna help some of my powders go on a little smoother after this. And now I'm gonna take my sponge and I'm gonna go back into my powder pot and lightly set my under eyes. I'm not baking necessarily. I just want to be sure that as much powder as possible is set and soaked, and that the powder is soaked into it. Especially with this concealer for me, since it definitely gives me trouble underneath my eyes. For contour, again, as I've been using the Powder Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, and per usual, I'm going into these two shades. They are called Sombre and Subconscious. Okay, and to contour my nose, I'm using this BH Cosmetics brush number 7, and I'm going just into the lighter Sombre color. Okay, so we're gonna finish off the top eyelid. We're gonna finish off the eyeliner, and then we're gonna go into the bottom eye. And for the liner, I'm actually gonna use a sparkly wet shadow. So I'm going into this Morphe shadow. It's kind of a pinky rose gold color. It's really pretty. It's called Daze. And I'm gonna take that just right onto where I laid the contour down. I'm sorry, the concealer, and I'm using an Morphe M443. My gosh, I cannot speak today, you guys. I feel like this is a result of being home by myself for like 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day, every single day, and all I'm talking to is my dogs. And so I speak to them like they're babies because they're my babies. I'm losing, oh my gosh. I'm losing my ability to speak like a human, I guess. So I'm just taking this directly from the little applicator. Okay, and for the bottom lash line, I'm not gonna do anything dark. I kind of just like how this looks. And I unfortunately don't have any colored liners, otherwise I would do a pink liner. But I am gonna go in with this white pencil. This is from Makeup Forever, and this is in the color All Around White, which is 104. I'm just gonna put this in my waterline. Okay, and then I'm gonna dip into my Through My Eyes palette, and I'm gonna go into this color here, Misbehave. It's the one we used, the darkest color we used in our crease. I'm taking a BH Cosmetics brush, number 11. It is just a little angled brush like that. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna line my under eyes with it. And I'm actually just stamping it on, so I'm not running it. I'm just lightly stamping it. Okay, and now I am taking my BH Cosmetics brush number 10, and I'm just gonna lightly buff this out. And now I'm gonna go into the same palette and use this color here, which is Nostalgia, and I am just going to lightly buff that out along the lash line here. And I am using my Morphe M433 brush. Okay, and for the corner of my eye, to brighten the corner, I'm going into my BH Cosmetics Marble palette, and I'm taking this color here. It's kind of hard to tell, but it is shimmery, and it's got a pink hue to it. And I'm just taking a Morphe M321 brush. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the face now, and I'm just going to lightly bronze with the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I happen to have it in a blush palette. And then I'm taking a BH Cosmetics brush number 2 for that. And I'm just lightly tapping in. This is a super pigmented bronzer, so you really don't need a ton. And I'm also using this to help me blend out my contour a little bit more. It's amazing how much darker this looks on camera. In person, it barely looks like I have anything on. For blush today, I am using the Morphe 8C Cool Pro blush palette, and this is what it looks like. I have been using this in a ton of my videos lately, so you have probably seen it already if you're following along with my channel. Since we're doing a super pink look today, I am actually gonna mix these two. This one's more shimmery, and then this one's just a hot pink, but they're both kind of a hot pink color. But this is called Free, and this is Hot. So, hot and free, guys. I'm taking a BH Cosmetics number 3 brush. Oh my gosh. Oh, I sound so stupid today, you guys. So I'm going to be stacking highlight today because, like I said, I want a glowy face, and I do have some glow, but I want to add some more. I'm going to be starting with this Dandelion Twinkle from Benefit. It kind of has like a pinky rose hue to it, which is why I'm starting with it. I'm going to be taking my BH Cosmetics brush number 4, and I'm just lightly tapping into this guy, and I'm just going to lightly dust that right along my cheekbone. next I'm going into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Glow Kit palette. So, I'm going to be going into this pink color here. It's called Unicorn, and I'm using a BH Cosmetics brush number 4. And I'm just lightly tapping into that one. I don't want to have too much craziness because I do have quite a bit of pink going today, but it's Valentine's Day. It's fun, guys. And then the last highlight we're gonna do today, we're gonna use the Becky G X Colourpop. This is the Chisme Luster Dust. It's a loose highlighting powder. And I really like this one. It's not pink. It's actually more of like a bronzy, ooh. It's actually more of a bronzy color, but I just like how it makes the face look. It makes the face look really wet, and I've been using this one a lot lately, and I just really love it. I'm using the Morphe M510. This brush needs to be washed and reshapen. It's kind of a disaster right now. Okay, now it's time for the lips, and I told you guys I was going super pink today, and I was not lying to you. So today I am doing this. Yes, we are going hot pink today. It is almost Valentine's Day, and like I said, if you're not going all pink, are you really celebrating Valentine's Day? No. So I'm going hot pink today. For liner, I am using Frenemy from Urban Decay, and then for lips, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the color Party Pink, and it is a party pink, I would say. Okay, lastly today is mascara, and today I'm using the Dior Mascara Primer and the Better Than Sex Mascara because they are like my ride or dies right now, and I love them, and they never fail me. They never fail me. Okay, you guys, this is the finished look. Oh my gosh, I am so obsessed with how this came out. It was like, it's beyond what I expected of myself, I guess you could say. It's pink, it's pretty, it's Valentine's Day-y, and I just absolutely love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you loved it. Please comment below, and tag me on Instagram if you recreate this look. So thank you guys so much for watching. I so appreciate it. It means so much to me, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.